Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about English test which held yesterday. So I'm going to discuss answer key with you. So this was your test that held yesterday. So let's discuss about these questions. See, each question was carrying 4 marks. It means you have to write down these answers in detail. Basically, these were long answers, not short one. So marks will be given to you according to the length and according to the content of the text. So question number 1 that I asked was list the efforts made to uncover the mystery of the monster. So list the efforts. Who is going to tell me this answer? Raise your hand. So from that, I will also come to know that you have done your test honestly or you have done it by cheating. List the effort. It means you have to write down all the efforts in this answer which were made to uncover the mystery of the monster. So who is going to tell me? Yes. Anyone else from online students? From online students? Yes, offline. So dear students, what will be the answer of first question? Because in first you have to make a list of all the efforts which were made to uncover the mystery. So all of you take out your literature books and I tell you that in which way you could give this answer. From page number 135, all those evidence are given, okay, but all those evidence were showing that they have seen that Loch Ness monster, but you have to make a list that which efforts were done to uncover the mystery. So all these efforts are given on page number 136 in detail. So in this answer, because this answer was carrying 4 marks, so in this answer you have to write down all the efforts, like they used sonar to search deep water. This was the effort made. They have sent expedition. This effort was also made to uncover the mystery. After that, when any conclusion was found, and they detected large moving underwater object, but they were not able to explain it. But still, they were doing many other efforts to uncover this mystery. And another effort which was done by Boston's Academy of Applied Science. Boston's Academy of Applied Science, they then, after putting the efforts of sonar, they combined the effort of sonar and underwater photography. And this expedition was sent in 1975. A one photograph was taken, and in this photograph it was shown that it was a giant flipper, okay, and this was just like a plesiosaurus like creature. After that, again sonar expedition was sent, and it was sent in 1980 and 1990. But again there was a inconclusive reading. Okay, inconclusive reading means it was not clear. Inconclusive means that this reading was not clear, but it doesn't mean that they were sitting idle. They were not putting efforts. They were again and again putting efforts. And in this answer of 4 marks, you have to write down era also, like it happened first of all in 1960, then 1975, then in 1980 and 1990. One more tantalizing result came in front of them, but again it was inconclusive. In place of inconclusive, you can write down it was not, you can say based on facts, and it was not properly clear. And after that last, after effort in 1994, one effort was made. And what was the consequence, what was the result of that effort? The effort result was that monster was a hoax. What is the meaning of hoax? It was just like a fraud, it was just like a joke. So this was the method to give first answer. You have to list all the efforts, and you could do that answer in points also, and you could write down this answer in paragraph also. Both ways are accurate. These are completely correct. Clear? Now shall I move to answer second? Now question number second that I asked is, do you think the Loch Ness myth helped in bringing tourists to the area? Do you think that the Loch Ness myth helped in bringing tourists to the area? Yes, because when Loch Ness monster, it was seen by couple, so people became so excited to see. Because first of all, who got a chance to see it? Saint Columba. Okay, so Saint Columba also got a chance. After that, one of the couple claimed to see it. Then this became a media sensation. After that, another couple claimed to see it. Then it became a media sensation, and Vidrel reported finding footprints. So when he found that there were footprints, the people became so excited because they also wanted to go there. They also wanted to see that giant creature, and they were sitting on deck. Deck, you can say. What is deck here? Where ships are arrived. Ships come. So yes, where ships are loaded and unloaded. So people used to sit in that place, and they were so curious. They were so desperate to see one of the sighting of that creature. So when such kind of news were spreading like a fire in news, in media, so people became so excited. So people were coming from different parts of world to there in order to see that creature. So that's why we can say, yeah, that yes, the Loch Ness myth helped in bringing tourists to that area. The tourists were so excited, they wanted to see that creature with their eyes. Okay, because when they got that news in media, when they got this news in newspaper, so they couldn't rest. They wanted to come that area, they wanted to have that adventure, they wanted to see that creature in real. So these media sensation, these news really helped the tourists to come to that place. Clear? So this was basically the answer of this question. You have to write down first of all, who got a chance to see that creature first. In this answer, you have to write down who got a chance to see that creature first. So you can frame one little paragraph, one small paragraph on that, that who got a chance. After that, when people came to know, and this news was spreading like a fire in all over the world, so people were so excited to see that creature. So that's why tourists were desperate, they were dying, they were just eager, keen, and they were very inquisitive to learn, to know about that creature. So that's why they were sitting there. Okay, they were coming in that place, and huge number of people started coming there, and it really became a spot of attraction. Clear? So this was the way to give second answer. This answer was also carrying 4 marks. So you have to write down in detail, and you require to write down 2 paragraphs. In first paragraph, small paragraph, you have to write down only all the evidence, all the sightings that the people got a chance and media sensation. Then in next paragraph, you have to write down about eagerness of the tourist. Why tourists became so eager? because they wanted to see that creature, they wanted to unveil that mystery. They were so desperate, they were so inquisitive to know about that creature. So that's why when one person came, second also came, and then huge crowd came there to see that creature. So that's why this legend myth, because this myth was not solved at all, it was still a mystery, they were not able to solve. So this mystery brought so many tourists to that place. Clear? Now let's move to question number third. Question number third is, why is the Bermuda Triangle also referred to as the Devil's Triangle? See, in this answer, first of all, you have to tell about the location of Bermuda Triangle, that where is it situated? Where is it situated? It is, tell me, if you take a map, it is given on page number 147. You have to memorize the lines because these are the geographical. Yes, if you take a map of the Caribbean Sea and the West Atlantic Ocean and you draw a triangle connecting to the all the islands of Bermuda, Miami and Puerto Rico, then you can see the image of a triangle. And this triangle is known as Devil's Triangle. So you have to tell the only location of that in two lines. After that, you have to tell the reason. You have to explain the reason that why this Bermuda Triangle is known as Devil's Triangle. Why it is so? Because of its danger zone. What is the danger zone? That people have seen so many unusual sighting there. So many ships got vanished. You have to tell different reason that why it is considered Devil's Triangle, because thousands of the people have vanished from that place. When tourists went there, when traveler went there, so they were not seen again. Even their dead bodies were also not found. They were completely disappeared, they were completely vanished. And so many ships, aeroplanes, they were also got vanished in that place. And when any navigational instrument is used there, so those navigational instruments were not able to be operated completely because of its danger or because of the different myths which are associated with that place. So we can say, because of these strange happenings, because of the strange sightings, that people were vanished, uh, ships were vanished, aeroplanes got vanished, and different kind of scenes were happening in that place, like navigational instruments were not to be operated properly. So these were the reason that this place has become a zone of fear. Everybody gets scared, everyone gets scared to go in that place. So that's why this place was given a name, Devil's Triangle, because this zone is so frightening that nobody has the courage to go there. And the person who have gone there, they had a very drastic, they had a very bad experience there that they couldn't explain. Clear? And whenever they explained to other person, they were so scared, they were so terrified. Clear? So this was the way to give third answer. Now let's move to word meanings. Wreckage. What is the meaning of wreckage? So wreckage, yes, you can write down debris also, or you can write down destroyed material. The next word was inconclusive. Inconclusive means vague. It means not clear. So this was the answer of second word meaning. You could also write down in your own words which was not clear or which was vague, not proven, not based on evidence. Clear? So you could also frame, because if you have gone through the chapter very carefully, so you have come to know about these words very easily. Okay, so these words should be, you can say, printed in your mind, that you should be very quick, very abrupt in giving these answers. Now, what was the third? Alleged. What was the meaning of alleged? Supposed. Yes. That you can imagine. Supposed or imagine. It is given in your book, so you can write down imagine also. So this was the answer key of your test. Okay. So if you have done your test in this way, it means you are able to score good marks. But you have to keep this thing in your mind that each question was carrying 4 marks. Basically, it was value-based question, long question. So yes, so it requires a lot of text, and near about 40 minutes were given to you for attempting this answer. It means I thought that you should spend near about 10 minutes on each answer, because this answer required a whole detail, and all the answers are based on facts. You cannot write down on your own. You have to pick up the facts, you have to memorize them, you have to learn them, then you would be able to write down, jot down. Okay. Clear? So this was basically your answer. It means your 2 literature chapters are prepared, those who have done this test honestly. But those who have not done this test honestly, that is really a bad thing for them. That is really a shameful thing for them. Okay. Now from today onwards, I'm going to start revision of grammar, because your syllabus has come to an end. So I'm going to start revision of grammar. So we are going to begin with linking verbs. Clear? So take out your grammar notebooks and take out chapter linking verbs. So it is the revision time. I'm going to start with the topic linking verb. Okay. This topic you have done in PT2, but in your final exam, whole of the grammar will be asked and all of the writing skills will be asked, starts from PT1. PT1, PT2, PT3 and PT4. Listen carefully. Then you send me messages on WhatsApp and you ask me these questions. So you should be attentive in class. In your final exam, whole grammar and whole writing skills of all periodic tests will be asked. Literature will be only of PT3 and PT4, but grammar and writing skills will be of whole of the year. So that's why I will be taking one topic for revision. Now our syllabus is over, so I'm going to start with the revision of grammar. Our 2 literature chapters are revised and tests have been conducted. Okay, very soon test will be distributed to you. You will be receiving test and you will come to know about your performance. Okay, so let's begin with the linking verbs. I have taken only some of the points which will be very easy for you to understand. Okay. So linking verb, it is not a so difficult topic. It is a very simple topic. Why it is known as linking verb? You have to keep this thing in your mind. It links a subject to a word or a phrase. Subject can be, I told you yesterday also what about the subject? I, you, we, they, plurals, he, she, it, and singular. All these are known as subjects. I, you, we, they, plurals. All these are known as subjects. So these subjects, when they are connected with word or a phrase, and the word which connects subject to a word or a phrase, so this word is known as a linking verb. And I have taken some of the examples of linking verbs, which are sound, feel, smell, taste, appear, seem, become, get, go, grow, turn, etc. So these words are basically depends on our sense organs. These are related to our sense organs. So it will be very easy for you to understand the concept of linking verb. The words which are related to our sense organs. What are our 5 sense organs? Yes. So these words are related to our sense organs. So these come in the category of linking verbs. Okay. Now let's discuss exercise. That question from these exercise can be asked from you. Okay. So page number 39. Page number 39, exercise A. So page number 39, exercise A, that I am going to discuss it with you. Maya turned 20 this year. What is the linking verb here? Maya turned. Tell me. What is the linking verb? Maya turned. So linking verb will be turned. Very good. So you have to simply underline that what is the linking verb? Turn. You jot down these answers, those who don't have grammar books, and those who have grammar books, they can open and they can underline. You have already done this exercise, but you can check your answer and you can recall all the rules that I have explained in detail. Clear? The first will be turn. The dog was happy to see its master. Linking verb. The dog was happy. Happy is a verb. Very good. The dog was happy. Was is the linking verb. Was is the linking verb. My online students are more attentive than you. They are sending me so many messages. The room full of flowers smelled heavenly. Yes, very good. So smelled will be your linking verb. Sohail was quite young then. Young is not a verb. Young is your adjective. So was is your linking verb. Was is your linking verb. Clear? Now fifth. The wait seemed like an hour. Seemed. Thank God they have spoken right now. So seemed is a verb. I feel sleepy when I stay up late. I feel sleepy. What is linking verb? Feel. So feel is the linking verb. The soup looked lips packing. So it is looked. So looked is your linking verb. This appears to be appears. So you can underline all the linking verbs here. Clear? So linking verbs will be underlined. You can check your answers from your grammar book and you can revise it side by side. Clear? Now we have to tell about their complement also. You have to tell about their complements. Now see, in this exercise A, you have to tell about complement also. First of all, I have told you only to underline verbs. Now it will be very easy for you to find out complement also. So you can encircle the complement in the same sentences. But how to find out the complement? I tell you a very easy method. An easy method. See, first of all, you have come to know what is linking verb. Linking verb means which connects the subject to a phrase or a word. So whatever verb which is joining subject to a phrase or a word, so this verb is known as linking verb because it is combining subject to a phrase or a word. So whatever the phrase and a word which is given in that sentence, so this phrase and word, it can be adjective, it can be adverb, or it can be noun phrase. It varies and it depends on sentence. So if it is adjective or adverb or noun phrase, all these are known as complement. All these are known as complement. Okay? So whenever any of the word or phrase is used, okay, and this word or phrase, sometimes it can work like an adjective, like an adverb, or like a noun phrase. So let's take same examples. Maya turned 20 this year. So what will be the complement in this? Same exercise I have taken. Exercise A, page number 39. So now I'm going to make a list of all the complement. Very good. So what will be the complement in first? Because Maya turned 20 this year. So Maya is a subject. See, Maya 20 this year. So Maya here is a subject. So turned here is linking to, so it is known as linking verb. In place of linking verb, I have written LV. Okay, linking verb. And here 20 is your adjective. But this adjective will be known as complement. So this is an easy method to understand linking verb and its complement. Because Maya is attached with the 20 word by using a linking verb. And this 20 sometimes working as an, this word complement can work like an adjective, adverb or noun phrase. But here it is working as an adjective. So in first sentence, our complement is 20. So you can encircle on your books. If you have already done, so 20 will be your, you have to, one thing you can underline, one thing you can circle. So linking verb can be encircled and complements can be underlined, so that it will be very easy to differentiate between two things. Clear? The dog was happy. What is complement? Happy is your complement. The room full of flowers smelled heavenly. Because it is also its what? It is also its heavenly is a adverb. Because it is telling about how the action is going on. So it is going on heavenly. Sohail was quite young then. So what will be its complement? Quite young. So quite young will be its complement. The wait seemed like an hour. So here like an hour, what is that? Yes, it is used as a noun because it is not an adjective. It is not an adverb. Like an hour. So like an hour is used like a noun phrase. So now it comes in the category of complement. So you will be writing here like an hour. So like an hour will become your noun phrase. Clear? After that, I feel sleepy when I stay up late. So what will be its complement? Adjective. So adjective comes in the category of complement. You make me confused. So its complement will be sleepy. So this is basically an adjective. It has become complement and it is what? Sleepy. The soup looked lip smacking. So lip smacking is adjective, but it has become now complement. Clear? After that, this appears to be simple. Only simple. So basically, what is there to be simple? Basically, yes, to be simple is a noun phrase. So to be simple. So to be simple is a noun phrase and it comes in the category of complement. So this is the way to do exercise number 8. So you revise this exercise again and again. It should be very easy for you to understand, and whatever the points that I have given you for your revision sake, you can write down all those points on your grammar books with pencil, because during revision time you will have a lot of topics of grammar, and if you will have these notes readily available in front of you on your grammar book, so at a glance you can go through and you can understand how to find out linking verb and how to find out complement. So within 2-3 minutes you will be able to revise this topic, because you have so many topics of writing skills and grammar in your syllabus. So you can spend some time on these topics. So in a shorter time, you can revise this topic in a very smart way. So jot down all the points which I have written on Blackboard on your grammar books. Okay, where exercise is given, exercise A, page number 39. So you can write down these points here. So at a glance, it will be easy to understand. Clear? My dear student, class is going to get over. If you have any doubt, you can ask me.